We've come for you, Volron! Did you really come all this way, just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard! He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life. I'm happy to see you. What the hell's that supposed to mean? A lonely, watery grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life of your body myself. So all this, kidnapping sheep, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the team that absolute power lays upon you. I've had it with your mad ramblings. I'm here to take you down, Volron, and free those you've enslaved! Very well. I should look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final death with pleas. Well, I look forward to disappointment. Enjoy.
Holy
You're mine!
Fall.
Orochi's fury!
I'll heal you all!
Double dance!
Now or never.
Heal now!
I owe you one. Mega Sonic Thrust! Ignite!
Glacial Spear!
Take
Here's
this!
evil!
Strike!
Freeze
Dragon
Lance! Illuminate the tower! This one's mine! Holy Lance!
Enjoy!
Cyan Instant! Here, let me help! Not in your dreams!
Mega Sonic Thrust! Orochi's fury!
How about some of this?
Water!
Can't get out of this! I'm on it!
I
can carve through!
Never far enough! Mega Ray! Super
Orochi's fury!
Raging Storm!
Burn!
Talon Hurricane!
Take this!
Glimmer Flame!
not done!
Take this!
Just won't stay still! If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down.
Try harder! Now!
This!
Did we get him?
He's open! Let's go!
Orochi's fury! Mega Sonic Thrust! Orochi's
What's
fury!
this?
Glimmer Flag here! Try harder!
Here's a hit mark!
Take this! Mega Sonic Thrust! Orochi's fury!
Chinese Supernova! Super Swallow Dance! Reload! Where are you going? Anything over, blah, 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 magic! Here!
Not a chance!
Cyan Instant!
Take Mega Sonic Thrust!
Water! Shield!
What's wrong?
Ordered!
Dragon Shell!
Hurry, magic is in!
I'm on it!
In here!
I'll tear you
out
apart!
Not done yet!
Lightning condemned!
Here! I'm ready! Go me! In an instant!
it! Impact block!
Is that
Freezing
it?
storm!
Hurricane!
Let's keep planning!
Now this is
This
enjoyable.
looks bad! We've gotta... Stop him! Thanks so much!
Take this.
Dance in the wind!
Far enough. Entertaining.
Blah, 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 magic! Sweet now!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying just yet.
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either!
Water, hear my call!
Try harder! Not a chance!
The earth throbs in pain. That's far enough. Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And bubbling tea! Eat this!
Raging
You're
storm!
mine! Orochi Fury! Swallow
Illuminated storm!
Take this.
Holy land!
Take this.
Healing circle! Thanks so much!
Die.
Enjoy!
Our glacial spear!
I'll pierce evil! Freeze land!
I'm nearly done for.
Dance in the wind! Sweet now!
Here.
This should do it!
Take this.
Let me help!
Dark Flame!
Here you are. Die.
Thunderbolt!
Orochi Fury!
Holy land!
Try hard!
Take this.
I'm not done!
Healing circle! Raging
Here.
It's on!
Airstream!
Take this.
Denied!
Strike!
Searing flame!
No further!
Reload!
Pierce!
Mega ray!
I'm on it!
Lightning and raging cascade!
Take this.
It's over! You picked the wrong
Blah,
fight!
blah, blah! Annihilation sealed!
Die.
I'll heal
Take
you
this!
all!
Take this.
Where are you going?
It's time!
Die.
Here we go! Orochi Fury! Swallow dead!
Take this. Much better.
Take this!
Die.
Another!
Here. Take
This is
this.
looking good!
Light after
Die.
healing! Lightning condense the healing
owe
word!
you one.
Take this.
Armor won't save you! Talon Storm! Watch it!
Fool.
Here I come! You're mine!
Take this.
Here! Here!
Let me help! I'll heal you
Can't get
all!
out of this!
Pathetic.
Here goes!
Take this.
Pierce!
That's far
Healing
enough.
circle! Thanks! Lightning condense!
To be let free! Here I come!
Holy land! Let me help!
You're mine!
I'll fix you up!
Just like that.
Recover!
I really owe you one! Soaring Light Spear!
Mega ray!
Take this.
Raging storm! This one's mine!
You may be strong! I'll never back down!
Raging
Stay away from my friend!
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast! Back into the fray! Radiant forcing! We'll soon see about that!
Orochi! Fury!
Wind astral energy!
Megasonic
Came
thrust!
from
Now this is
Light
enjoyable.
astral
In a bind?
energy!
Take this.
Magic and land to the fray! Freeze land! Non-stop escape my judgment!
Take this. That's far enough.
Annihilation! Lightning condense!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying. Take this.
You paid for that!
Light astral energy! One more! Let the thousand gales carry you to
That's
shreds!
far enough.
Try harder! Not a chance!
Once again, you require a hand.
Dragon Shell!
Ray! Light
Take this!
astral energy!
Ignite!
Illuminate the
Here I come! Orochi
future!
Fury! Talon Hurricane! Burn!
Your dream!
Armor won't save you! Here! Megasonic thrust! Orochi Fury! Now! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! You're finished! Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
It's all over. Volrun. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's... How can this be? If Alpin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volrun has that crest as well?
And if Volrun's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign. What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it? There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength. Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin? Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination. We never asked you to rule. No one did. What do I care of your wants? You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alpin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants!
Here, let me help. First aid!
I owe you one.
Tempest Squall!
Aaron!
Here we go again.
Mega
Get
God!
Eat this!
So fine,
Can't move.
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Arc Magic Lantern! Here!
Unleash
You're
light!
saving this
Orochi's Fury!
Annihilation! Mega Ray! Not done yet! By the thunder
In a
of the
bind?
Mega
Can't move.
Not done yet!
Like you won't down. This is what real pain feels like?
Sleep now! Lunar Corruption!
I shall erase everything!
Gemini Annihilation! Radiant Spear! Gale Force!
Orochi's Fury!
Magic Hit! Air Thrust!
Is this it?
Unleash
The light of these
light!
seas!
Talon
Take this!
I owe you one.
Raging Star! Celestial Hammer! Hear me! Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Now in the groove! Freeze Lantern! This can't be happening!
Stay away from my friend!
I've let you all down.
Unleash lightning!
Illuminate the
Here I
cloud!
come.
Cloud magic!
No escape!
Holy Land!
Out of my sight! Try harder! My turn! Aaron! Foolish! This should do it!
Now
or never.
Lightning Condemned! Thunder Blade!
Unleash lightning!
Can't move!
Photon Blast!
I can erase everything!
Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Not on my watch! Overbite Surgeon! Firmament Render! Healing Circle! Shining Supernova! Searing Flame! Reload Magic! Freeze Hammer!
Unleash lightning!
Is this it?
Healing Blast!
Nothing gets by me!
Here I come! Mega Sonic Thrust!
Healing circle!
Thanks.
Thunderblade! Magic advance!
I owe you. Orochi Fury! Mega Sonic Thrust! Unleash lightning!
Illuminate the
Take a hit, Tom! Strike! You picked the wrong fight! Bow before me!
I'll heal you all!
Accept your fate!
Healing circle! Here goes! Take this! There!
Wrecking one! No!
Everyone together!
I'll shoot him down! Lightning orb!
Mega Sonic Thrust!
Magic! There! Moody Clasher!
You're finished!
You get the gist!
Take this!
Annihilation! More my stockpile! That's my cue!
Mega Sonic Thrust! Shut him down! Try harder! Young Jim!
Let me free you.
Where are you going?
Is this what real pain feels like? Forgive me. This is my fault.
Will this help?
From beyond!
Raging cascade! Spread!
Unleash lightning! Prepare to be seen! All shall bow before me! Stand back!
Raging
I'll
storm!
trip it up! Orochi Fury!
Tunnel!
Lava! Dance on the wind! Unleash
Lava!
lightning! The abyssal
Holy
deep!
land!
Clear for us a path! Your fleeing lightning! Yours to be let free! Orochi Fury!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more! Show your flame light! Force of regeneration! Mega Sonic Thrust! Regeneration before your sovereign!
Let astral dance in the wind! Sleep now!
I owe you
More
one!
for the
Your
sunlight.
elusive deity here! Take it! Eagle Blade! You picked the wrong fight! He's about to attack! Damn it! We need to stop him!
You must handle
Orochi Fury! I am Crucial! All others shall be banished! Elusive deity! Hitting try harder! Now!
You didn't make it in time.
But I'll never back down!
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this? You're finished! I'll face you! Elusive deity! I'll face you! I'll finish! Pierce! Raging Lunar Storm! Shine! Here I come! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
No further.
Flee!
This one's mine!
Arrogant! Foolish! Pick up! I won't lose. Not now! Not now! Lightning! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! There!
This one's mine! Shield and bang! Lunar arc!
I shall erase the flame inside me, yours to be let free!
Lightning strike!
Strike! Pierce! Try hard!
Look sharp!
I'm not done! Dragon form! I will show try harder!
Is this what real pain feels like?
There is only one!
What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign.
That's why you're after me, isn't it?
There is that, Paladin. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength.
Sin!
You use people as playthings.
What right have you to speak of sins?
Be sport. domination. We never asked you to move.
No one did!
What do I care? You're one. You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alvin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants! Out of my sight!
Here, let me help.
Now! You're mine! Try harder! My turn! You hell! Unleash lightning!
I'll fix you up. Will this help? Let the marksman handle this. Healing lightning arm! Dance in the wind! I never miss! There you go! Blah, blah, blah! Here,
Stay away from my friends! Megasonic thrust! Here I come!
Dance in the wind! Sweet breeze laser! I'll be saving. Here's a healing arm!
No further! Not my fight of pain. Is this what real pain feels like?
Burning strike! Water, hear my call! Here's a healing arm!
You paid for that!
Now or never.
Unleash light! Here I go! Food on!
Not done yet! Out of my I'm on it!
It's over!
Unleash lightning!
None shall escape my judgment! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Here, let me help! Here, let me help!
It's
First aid! Here's a healing art! First aid! Operate!
Lead! Dust to dust! Aaron!
Here I go!
That freaking does it!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Crash you!
Here I go! Here, let me help! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here's a healing art! Here, let me help! First aid! None shall escape my judgment! Ray! There! I'm only getting started! Got you! I never miss! Take it! He's too fast to keep up with! Then we'll take him together! Rinwell, follow my lead! Okay!
I'll provide cover.
Illuminate none shall escape my judgment! Ray!
Unleash lightning!
Again! Now! Tempest, one more!
No further!
No more playing nice! Take it! A freezing storm! Ice tornado! None shall escape my... It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Here I go! I'm only getting started! Here, let me help! First aid!
You picked the wrong
Rick, do it! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Here I go! Go! Not even dirt!
Kneel before your sovereign! Raining slap!
Ray! Can't be
Your life will end here!
He's about to attack!
We need to stop him! Dragon form! I am the truth of it! All others shall be banished!
Ray!
Rising resistance!
Can't get out of this!
Think again! No defense! You're open! You're open! Pathetic! Now! Pathetic! Could this be the truth? Power of a sovereign?
Just what is this?
Here, let me help! First aid! Here, let me help! First aid! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help! Think again! There! Sleep now! Here's a healing art! Think again! Now! Here, let me help! First aid! Help this!
get out of this!
It's over! Magic is there! In here! More for the None shall escape my judgment! Can't be happening!
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renaissance, the present and the past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Dahnans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Dahnans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it. Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance, right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't.
you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't!
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelagian, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Dahnans. Without them, making Pelagian half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelagian are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.